All right, y'all, welcome back once again to your boy's channel. You already know who it is, back with a brand new video. And if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. So we had the Ripper reveal the other day. I didn't get a chance to really watch it all the way through. I saw a couple clips here and there, but I wanted to go ahead and check some of this out now that they've broken it up into parts and see what the news was. And this one here, honestly, is the most exciting one to me. Isom 3, Eric July speaks, Rippaveal Showcase Announcement trailer. So let's check this out and see what Eric July had to say. Because if any of y'all been watching my channel for a while, I know I've already bought some of the Rippaverse books. This one right here, the third book in the Isom arc, was the one I was really waiting for. So let's check this out and see what exactly Eric July had to say about this. Let's get this cameras rolling in 3, 2, 1, boom.
You know, the word empire is used very loosely. People just associate it with wealth and power. What exactly is it? At what point does an enterprise become an empire? An empire is a state of existence.
I will say this about the trailers, man. The money they put into these trailers definitely are nice.
That's because it isn't about mere wealth and power. It's about control and respect. It never stops being built. But you know when it begins to crumble. My history with them gives us a bit of an advantage, doesn't it? I'm sending a memo with all the details of this man and what I expect from you all. You'll immediately realize certain things ain't off limits.
First and foremost, I gotta say, man, I do like this cover. I do wonder, still what his powers are, Isom, besides super strength. I do wonder how he's gonna get out of the trouble that he's in the cave, if the story is gonna continue from that part, or if Eric Sly is gonna skip that part and put us right back at this storyline with Darren Fontano. We'll have to wait and see. But as you can see, it's coming in 2025. Boom.
I mean, this is our flagship hero. It's a personal character. You know who he's named after. Again, it being the first character that really had this responsibility for putting over these other characters as well that you guys have come to love. There's been a massive demand for Isom, and Isom number 3 is really, really special. If you read Isom 1 and 2, there's a lot going on. A lot that's hanging above Avery's head. He has this Darren Fontano situation to worry about. He helped rescue Sam, who has his own things going on with Bloodruth. And it's just so many different avenues and paths. And now we get to bring everything together in this final issue of this arc, the first ever arc for Isom, with this ill-advised arc with Isom number 3, and I just cannot wait for people to read it. You know, Darren Fontano is an interesting case, right? He's not just some crime lord in this big city. You know, he has a connection to Avery in terms of his past, so that gives him an advantage like no other. And because he's having to deal with the dynamic of maintaining that status that he has, and Isom sort of threatened it, he's got to deal with that. And he recognizes that he absolutely has to address that. However, there's a lot that both don't know about the other, which is it's going to make for some really interesting stories that we're going to be telling in this massive book in Isom number 3. Cliff Richards being the first artist that people got to see as far as his interior work. You know, he's taking it up to another level, and that was something that he really wanted to do. You know, we had the help of our art director and Kanan White that kind of came along after the fact and really wanted to elevate. That was his goal, to really elevate every artist that we have here. And some of you guys got to see some of his newer work in that remaster, which is in the Rippaverse Trinity, volume number 1. And you could see how he's cleaned some things up. He's enhanced some different things, and he's taken all of what he's learned along the way, obviously, and now he really, really does understand this character in Isom, with Isom number 3. So to me, and yeah, you may can say this is easy for me to say, but I actually believe this. This is some of Cliff's best work ever. It is so good, so good. And of course, we have our new colorist and Sebastian Chang, and he even elevates it even more. So the both of those guys as a tandem really make for some fun storytelling here with Isom number 3. And because we have a lot of the story to wrap up to close out this particular arc, it's a big book. Guys, I mean, Isom 2 was bigger than Isom 1. Isom 3 is bigger than Isom number 2. There's just so much of the story that we really needed to tell to finish out this arc, and we wanted to take our time. That's the awesome thing about the format that we had released with this, and that we could tell.
As far as them taking them time, I hope they really did take their time. I mean, obviously, we got Isom 2, not last year, but I think the year before. I had to check. But I really do hope that Eric July and his team really took their time with this book and made it the best that it can possibly be. I hope the story is worth reading. I do kind of wonder what happens after this third arc, where Isom goes from there. I know there's many other announcements I definitely have to check out, but let's continue to see what he has to say.
Whatever story we wanted, and we weren't being rushed. None of the creators were being rushed. And while I do know, and I'm very aware of that demand where so many people like, look, man, where is the next Isom? I'm waiting for it. Trust me, it's going to be well worth the wait. You're going to get a great story. Of course, I feel really good about it. I feel like this is some of my best work, and also Cliff's best work as well. And it is a satisfying conclusion to this first arc, but it's also, I think, going to leave you with some questions as well, and you're going to be stoked about Isom going into the future, or at minimum, you're going to be curious about it. So Isom 3 coming out finally in 2025. Myself, Cliff Richards, Sebastian Chang. Man, I know you guys are going to love this story just as much as I love creating them for you all, and that support that you guys gave it and have given Isom, this brand new fresh character. He's only 2 years in, and you supported him the way that you have. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to all of us in the Rippaverse, and that's why we wanted to write the absolute best story that we could with Isom number 3.
All right, y'all. So as far as my thoughts on that, I thought it was pretty cool. Like I said before, if anybody hasn't watched my channel for a while now, Isom 3 has been the main one I've been waiting to see. Just because I already got Isom 1 and 2. I know he's going to have a lot of badass covers. Already I like cover A. I believe that's what that one is. So, Eric July, yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been waiting on Isom 3. Me, one of them that I've been waiting on this book. I've had 1 foot out of the Rippaverse, as I said before, and 1 foot in. So I have not been following what Eric July and his team have been doing or talking about. But you know what? I went from having 1 foot out, 1 foot in, to kind of stepping the 1 foot out back in. I know he has a bunch of announcements. I know some other books dropping. I'm gonna definitely check out these other trailers. I might do reactions to them. Like I said, I only caught snips and pieces of this reveal, so I definitely might do reactions to the other videos. If y'all want to see that, let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll check you in my next video. 2,000 subscribers.